Hey guys, today we are going to be flying this Monica 737 just around the airport, landing and try to land successfully. If you've played this world before, you've realized how hard it is to land without exploding. And this is the 737 world by Gentle J.I. You know what I mean. So yeah. The models actually look pretty good. These lights up top really add detail. Then, once your gear is up and you're in the air, so you sit down and seat, these screens will display a camera of the cockpit that's like right here. And then you can see, it literally looks like this. But obviously the screens are on right now. So, yeah. So to manually start this plane, usually people do auto engine start. Some people also go like this, 2 fingers, do that, until you feel a big vibration. And then you'll hear doot, doot, doot. Then you'll hear the engines start to spoil, or the APU starts to spoil. Right here is a flat percentage that you need to take off. So what flaps do, decreases speed while increasing drag and lift. So let me little flap percentage right here. So for the flight, you're gonna want it at 15. 15 is perfect. That's enough. So in rare conditions, where you'll need full flaps, it's when your airplane's like really heavy and like the temperature. So what these do increases the lift by air coming from here, going sloping off of this, and then going that's how I like to think of it. And drag, which helps slow it down, because it's, instead of it just going that, it's going and hitting that and then slowing the plane down. Same with spoilers, which are on top of the plane. They basically stick up outside the plane. So yeah. Then APU, auxiliary power unit, is located right here. That little hole. It's the third engine for when you don't have ground power or anything. It'll basically power up the plane before you get the engine started, so you have power. Obviously, once your engines are started, you're gonna turn it off, because it uses fuel, and you want to keep as much fuel as you need. Don't want to waste any. So yeah, anyway, let's just do that, which turns on APU and engines after APU is fully started. These are the RPM gauges. That's what I call them. So I don't know what that is, which we don't need to know what that is. We only need to know this. Wait. This is the throttle. That's what that is, the throttle. That is the engine percentage or something, I don't know. Or the RPM. If that's the RPM, that's like power or something. No, that's power. I don't know what that is. But once you set the throttle all the way forward, these will go all the way. Then they'll turn red, indicating that you're at toga takeoff / go around. So yeah, put the flaps back up. obviously parking brakes, plate, self-explanatory, trim. It's only horizontal stabilizer, so the second wing that goes across is in case your plane is nose heavy. You can apply trim backwards or up trim if it's nose heavy, so it stays level, it doesn't go down. But if it's back tail heavy, then set trim forward so your nose isn't like that, it's level. Which I just messed up my trim, so I'm assuming right here is gonna be good. Then after you hear the phew, that means engines are started, which I'd like to take a minute, wait for those to level off. But really, those, I don't know. Oh, yeah, those, I don't know what they are. That's the throttle percentage. So if I apply some throttle, you can see. If I let go of the parking brake, we should have started moving a little bit at least. Alright, so to push back in this world, go to the reverse thrust setting, which is on the engines, and it just redirects the thrust facing forward instead of backward, so you can slow down easier. It's one of the 3 braking methods of a plane, so apply a little bit of throttle, not too much. And then you start going backwards. And get on the taxi line. So, taxi lane is where, obviously, where the plane's taxi is pretty self-explanatory. And usually planes, after they get clearance to push, they sit right here. That's why you may sit there. And then they also put the flaps down right here. For me, I'm going 15 since we don't have a 20 indicator. That's 10. And you can't put it at 20 or in the middle. So yeah. So they'll get clearance from ATC to taxi to runway. Then once they're on the runway, they'll request clearance to take off. And so on. Push your IPUs off. I hope. I am a little bit short. Let me redo my seat position, because flaps. It's 2 speed brakes. Alright. So, here, radar. So small radar, big radar. Usually shows weather, but not in VR chat. So altitude above sea level. No, that's speed. No, that's altitude. Speed's right here. Obviously we're not moving, so it's not going to display a number. Heading. These, don't ask, because I don't know. Autopilot stuff. Gear. Backup instruments. I'm pretty sure. Speed brakes. I already did that. Fire stuff, in case your engines catch on fire. And yeah. Now these, fire warning, it'll go doo 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 doo, left engine fire. No, that's F-15. It'll go doo doo doo, and then it'll show this, and then I'm pretty sure one of these will light up. Whichever one lights up, you pull up, and then twist, and twist. I'm 90% sure that's how you do it. And this, master caution in case something's wrong. So, this is the line where you hold short if you're holding short, which there's no one else in the lobby, so I'm not going to be holding short. Now I am running at 25 FPS right now. Search for Quest in VRChat. It's actually pretty good. Now I will say, VRChat's really with any world. The further away you get from spawn, the glitchier they get. So you can see the gear things getting pretty glitchy, and these are also kind of getting glitchy. That's why I don't really like to fly away from the airport. I like to circle around for a while, then come in for a landing. So yeah. So what they do, they don't set the parking brake, but they go full throttle. They go 50, 80, then toga. I think. Yeah. Then, as you can see, RPM 104.3, which is max RPM. So release parking brake, and then we should go. So I'm gonna set trim down just a tad bit in case the trim's like that. 3, 2, 1. Nice. This is kind of an educational video. It was gonna be just normal fly around, and then I was like, man, a lot of people don't know about aviation. Some people want to get into aviation, but they don't know about aviation. So I'm like, alright, bet. Oh wait, trim's almost perfect. So you can see him going down just a tad bit. And then that is indicating that our gear is down and that we're going too fast. So as you can see, gauges are getting pretty glitchy, which is not pretty Sigma, which is not Sigma at all. So that's also the flaps thing. Once that happens, put the flaps up and reduce throttle. So that's doing that because we're actually going too fast, so apply some speed brakes, which I'm not sure if you can see. You can, those things on the wings. Uh-oh, I think it just pressed something. That was the trick. Right, so we are cruising at 160 knots at 3,000 feet. Airport is behind us. So I'm thinking that we as you can see, airport right there. I think that's it. We can see it on the radar right there. It's over there, I think. Yeah, definitely is right over there. Yep, there's the
2500.
runway we took off, so call outs. Took off from call outs. We're gonna just do a little flyover. Actually, runway's right here. I didn't realize, so we're just gonna set the flaps. And then once those turn green, set your landing light on. This approach actually isn't that bad. Now this world, you're actually going to want to land hard, or else you're going to just float. And then usually one wheel hits, for me, one wheel hits the ground, that just brings the aircraft sliding and to a stop. Actually a little bit too high. Those indicators, that's indicating that we're too high. We need 2 red, 2 white. So, 1 red, 2 red. And those white touchdown markings, that's where you're gonna want to put the back wheels. Or try. Yep, a little bit too low. 2 red, 2 white. Red, if they're all red, that means you're too low. How white, that means you're too high. So, this world, you're going to want to land after touchdown marks. Oh, shoot.
50,
40,
oh, no. 30, 20, 10.
And obviously, reverse thrust all the way forward so you can stop. And that was the best landing I've ever done. Obviously, you're going to want to reduce throttle, like a reverse thrust. So, don't like a reverse thrust before, because then you're going to start going forward. And as you can see, I kind of started going forward as well. And then you get... No. Oh yeah, I kind of felt it. And then flaps up, because we're on the ground. Landing light off. Speed brakes off. Then, yeah. Although, I'm not supposed to. I'm gonna exit right here. Since it's facing this way, that's where you're supposed to enter the runway if you're gonna take off that way. Or if you're landing that way, that's where you exit. So we're gonna park her right in between these 2 green planes. Don't ask me, I know the size on these planes are. So, like, we have really small ones, and then we have ones like those black ones. They're so big. No diddy. But sometimes it's just nice to fly in this world. Fly around. Get a feel for the map. My friend said that he found 2 other runways somewhere, so if I find any runways, I'll let y'all know. Try to stay on this yellow line as much as you can. Although that's for the tug. Just try to park it. Usually, in the real world, there would be yellow markings. Try to get it in between those yellow markings. We're going to try to get it as... Yep, that's good. Then turn off engines, you go like that. Engine 2, and then engine 1 first. And then, yeah. That's how you fly and land the 737. If you like this aviation content, make sure to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Yeah.